Workshops, you've probably been in one before. So you get a bunch of people together, usually in an off-site space for a couple of hours or a couple of days, and then there's a business leader or an external consultant facilitating, and you have a table with those same pieces of paper, that same pen with the logo of the venue on it, little bottled water, a little bowl of mints for you to feast on for the rest of the workshop. The question is, are they always useful? When is a good time to have a workshop and when is not? Let's talk about that right now. Hello you beautiful people out there. My name is JOERI from The Magic Sauce. We design, lead and facilitate innovative and creative projects with our clients across the globe, but mainly here in Asia. I've been watching a lot of videos on Mark Zuckerberg on trial, and apparently a lot of people don't like him, and somebody said that part of it has to do with the fact he doesn't show his palms, and people don't trust people who don't show their palms out. It keeps them here. And apparently his body language is very incongruent from what he says. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to make sure that you can see my hands. I've got nothing to hide, and I'll do my best to make sure that my body language is congruent with what I am telling you. So as part of our innovation projects, we often get asked to run workshops. Sometimes the first thing that clients ask us when they don't know us is, hey, can you guys run a workshop for us? And sometimes we push back because it's not always a good time for a workshop. And let's talk about that. Stick around to the end of this video and we'll give you some top tips and questions to ask yourself before you even organize any workshops. All right, so let's get into it. Let's look at what a workshop really is. Now, the Merriam-Webster dictionary online says this: workshop, a meeting at which a group of people engage in intensive discussion and activity on a particular subject or project. The key word here in the second one is intensive. Yes, a workshop is a form of a meeting, but a workshop goes further. Like the word said, it's a workshop. You gotta make people work. And for me, that means they have to do something. If it's just broadcasting and it's an engaging or inspiring speech, let's say like a TED Talk, that to me is not a workshop per se. That is much more one-directional, much more passive. To me, a workshop implies that the people attending are actively engaged in making something happen. Of course, a workshop can have elements of a speech or a presentation in them, but the core of it is you bring people together to do something. They are actively and intensively involved. Hello, welcome to my wall. Learning workshops aside, we typically see 4 types of workshops. There are workshops where we have lots of unknowns and everybody in the room has lots of unknowns, and that's when we explore. We look for possibilities, we look for opportunities, we look at new futures. These are brainstorms, ideations, and visioning activities. And typically when people think innovation, they think of these types of workshops. On the other side of explore is what we call converge. That's where we have all the information that we need and it's time to make decisions and start planning. The next one then is understand. These are workshops where the leading or facilitating party does not have information and you need to extract it from the people in the room. These could be internal or external stakeholders, but the key is to understand, to gather information. And finally, we have sharing workshops. This is all about where you as a facilitating party or as a business leader have information that other people in the room don't, and this is a time to share project updates, product updates, status updates, and it's about sharing information to the wider team. Let them know what is going on. Now, these are by no means final, and it's very much possible that you have several of these elements in a workshop. But the question here is it always a good time to run a workshop? So I've been in so many workshops where the time wasn't right for a workshop. There was either not enough information, we didn't have access to the right people, it was the wrong time, and we ended up wasting a lot of time. Look, workshops are a great way to bring people together and stimulate conversations. But before you plan your next workshop, ask yourself these questions to make sure that the time is right for a workshop. Because it might not always be a good time. Do you have a clear desired outcome? Are you super clear what it is that you want to achieve with this workshop and how it fits in with the bigger picture? You have all the necessary information ready for this workshop. If there's a whole group, a whole market segment you haven't even investigated, maybe hold off with the workshop until you have looked into that part of the market. 3. Do you have access to the right people? These are not just the people attending the workshop, but these might be internal or external stakeholders You need to get involved in this to make sure that this workshop is done right. And the final one, and this one trumps them all. It's a bit of a dirty word, isn't it? Is there a better and faster way that this can be done in another format? If the answer is yes, go for that one. I'm all for workshops. I think they're great. I think they're great for many, many things. But if there's a better option in another format, go for that one, because you're taking people out of the business, you're putting them together for a couple of hours, a couple of days. This is all time they could have been spending on something else. So choose your workshops wisely. Hey, and if you're not sure about when to do what, or if you just have some questions on how to get something started or get you unstuck, drop us a line at hello@themagicsauce.com. We'd love to hear from you. We're going to do a couple more around workshops and facilitation and all about bringing people together to do something, because that's the end of what a workshop is all about. It's about making people work and getting you results. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to hit that subscribe button below, and we'll see you here next time.